Welcome to the Boston Art Podcast. I am Brian Huntress.
I'm Theodora Earthworms.
And this is the episode.
Woo! Is this an episode right now?
You tell me.
What's going on with you?
You said, and I quote, "Your mindset sucks."
Yeah.
You said that about me.
I did say that about you, because it was true. Because we got in the car and you said, this is going to suck. And we haven't even gone anywhere yet. That's a shitty mindset.
Why do you think I think today is going to suck?
Because you said that just now.
Are you drinking my drink?
Yeah.
You took my drink?
Like you never do it. I thought it was water. Why does it taste like grapes?
It's fucking gross-ass flavored water Propel.
If I knew, I would have grabbed a water bottle before we left.
Yeah, those things suck. I hate them.
Why did you grab one then?
Because...
Why are you mad I took it then?
Maybe I'm just a miserable, sad person.
Maybe you are.
Maybe I am.
No, because if you were, I wouldn't be giving you shit about it. That would just be messed up for me to just like attack you. This is just your general way of being. I'm just giving you shit about it because you're being a mope.
Because I'm being a mope?
Yes. Oh, are we going to Mary Lou's?
No, fuck Mary Lou's.
I like Mary Lou's.
It grosses me out.
They're the only place that has coffee I like.
I used to like Mary Lou's, but now I hate it. We can go, if you really...
Are there drive-through Mary Lou's? There's one in Plymouth.
There's one in Abington.
Let's go to drive-through Mary Lou's. I don't want to get out of the car.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Today's been very stressful.
Why?
Because I woke up, and the first thing that I saw when I woke up, which was at noon, by the way, because it's my day off,
Okay.
was a bunch of emails from my other job about stuff that I need to do, and I forgot about a report that I had to do.
Why?
I don't know, there was a lot going on. It's a very stressful job. And so I did the report, but it took me like 3 hours, and I did it as soon as I woke up, so I wasn't even wearing any clothes, and I was very stressed out, and I was in bed. And then I just had this feeling all day, like I had something that I was supposed to do that I didn't do, and I just wanted to die. And I've only been awake for 4.5 hours, and the day is going to be over in 4 more hours.
You mean the daylight is going to be over in 3 to 4 hours?
Yeah, which means I'm going to be miserable, and it's going to be dark, and the only thing I can do is sit in bed. And I'm going to die.
It sounds like a miserable, dark, painful world out there.
But it's not, because it's really sunny and it's warm out and it's nice, so you have to stop being a mope, because we're enjoying the day now.
It sounds like you're being a mope, not me.
No, we're having fun now.
You changed it? You switched
Yeah.
it up?
Yeah. You said we can't go to Mary Lou's.
Well, I'm on my way to get gas right now.
Oh.
Because my car is telling me that I have 8 miles until my car is empty.
Oh.
Until the gas
Okay.
tank is empty.
Yeah, we probably
Cutting it close. That's what I do.
You should put air in your tire while we're at the gas station.
Alright. Relax.
Your front tire is looking a little puffy.
Relax.
Or a little
With the
hot.
relax with the unsolicited advice.
Well, you didn't ask, but you're gonna find out when the tire doesn't work anymore. And I'll be in the car for that, and then we'll both be very stressed out. But for 75 cents in a minute of your time...
Can you stop? Just stop. Just leave me alone.
Do you think that person's tag name is Luke or Puke?
I think it says nuke.
Oh. It's not very good.
It's a bad tag.
They're probably like 14.
Yeah, if you graffiti the sides of like really public buildings in the suburbs, you're probably a teenager.
Or you're not, and then I can say whatever I want about your tag.
Well, adult graffiti artists that are very serious about it, I feel like rarely do like very like stupid public things in the suburbs. Like I feel like they usually will do, or the ones I'm familiar with, will do like really large time-consuming things in very hidden places where no one will ever see them.
Yeah. Or ambitiously do it like on a highway overpass or something.
That's a city thing though. Like if you're doing that in the suburbs, you're an idiot.
Oh yeah,
People who do that in the city, that's a whole nother game, I feel like.
that's true. I'm in like one of those moods where I want to record and I'm having fun doing it, but talking about art right now.
Shit. Drove by the gas station.
Oh shit.
Talking about art right now, what?
I just don't feel... No, I do. I was going to say I don't feel qualified because I'm tired and overwhelmed, but I do feel qualified. I just feel... I've never noticed that pink house before.
Art is for suckers.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's something we wanted to address.
What do we want to address? Is this an...
Yes, it's the right way to go. It's just a really confusing and bad thing.
Oh my god, alright.
I tried, I know. I knew you would say that. It's
It
just
looks like
a very
you're driving
stressful...
in the out.
Yeah, it's just a very stupid design for the
We're
street.
back on the road now.
So we have a lot of ads
Oh yeah.
on this podcast, and we know, understand, and appreciate the fact that our ads are viciously annoying and maybe even affect the listenership of our show.
Yeah.
They might even drive people away from our show. That's possible.
Oh.
And I am aware of that that setback.
Yeah, it is a setback.
But here's the thing. We love doing the show, and obviously we're not doing it for money. Because this doesn't generate that much money. But we are at a point, we are at a junction in the life of this podcast where it's going like decently well. It's going decently well. We're very happy with the way things are going. We're building, we're making moves, we're doing our best. And right now the podcast generates through that ad revenue a very meager sum of money on a monthly basis.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of money. And it's almost pointless. But I just have done the math. And if we can build this show just like 3 or 4 times bigger than it is right now,
Just a little bit.
that money from the very brutally, satanically annoying ads will generate like a nice like per diem ass paycheck for us.
We are basically doing a public apology because
We have terrible
you might
ads.
have gotten an ad for Parler in the last few weeks. And if you did, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, we tried to get rid of it,
We don't endorse it.
but we can't. Obviously, we don't endorse Parler, but we don't get to choose what ads appear. It's anything from Stop and Shop to like Red Robin to fucking Parler, the Truth app or whatever the fuck. I don't
The
know.
Truth
We're
app.
probably gonna get like Donald Trump, like 2024 campaign ads pretty soon.
Jesus Christ. Well, the thing is, too, though, the thing that's confusing about it is that we did a test this past week because we got a message from a real homie who warned us about this. And
Shouts out.
each device that you listen to it on gets different ads, and each time you play through it, it's different ads. Like, I listened on my phone, Brian listened on their phone, we listened on my computer, we had our friend tell us what they heard, and every time it was different. So we can't even just, like, nuke it or nip it in the bud and we get a weird one, because you might be hearing something different than what we're hearing. So, I don't know. Life sucks, and then you die. We're at the gas station now.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't pause, just record while you get
I'm not
gas.
gonna pause.
Should I get out? Should I monologue?
You can.
I can
I can
monologue.
leave the door open too, so I'll be able to kind of hear you.
Alright.
It's all good either way.
I really like our new recording device.
Do you?
Yeah, it makes me feel like Dale Cooper when I hold it.
Yeah, that's why I bought that thing.
Really?
Seriously, yeah, because I wanted to I went through this thing in like 2017 and 18 where I was just recording like 25-minute like voice notes of me talking to myself.
I've done that.
Yeah, I do that. I don't know.
I
used
feel
to do
like-
that a lot.
It's a cool thing to do. I never go back and listen to the ones that I've recorded. Or like I do once in a while and it's always really enlightening, but I have way more than I've ever listened to.
Yeah, I never listen to my old ones.
I do, sometimes. Brian has stepped out of the car and I don't know if they're going to continue to participate in the conversation, so I'm just going to monologue to you guys. What the fuck, man? I really need to start exercising professional boundaries around my time, because I've been burned out and anxious all day long, and in reality I only did like 2 hours of work. I answered like a couple emails, but it was because I had just woken up. I was very stressed out. So I need to like learn to eat breakfast and like put pants on before I check my work email.
which you would think would be very basic, but it's a learning curve. Anyway, it's go skateboarding day, and I didn't know that until after I had my meltdown because Brian didn't tell me. And then I was like on the verge of tears, and I was getting in the shower to like calm down, and they were like, "It's go skateboarding day, and there's probably events going on," but it was like 4 p.m. and now it's almost 5 p.m. and I felt really bad because I didn't know. So we're gonna go try and find one. And I'm hoping it's a weekday, so I'm hoping if there isn't one that there will still be a lot of people at the skate park. But wish us luck on that front. What else is there to talk about right now? I don't know, man. It's June. It's super warm out. Feel very sleepy. Feel very sleepy often. But in a good way, not in like a depressy way, just like I do a lot. I'm talking about how I'm sleepy.
Hell yeah.
Are you sleepy too?
Nah.
Oh.
Not really, actually.
That's good.
So I wasn't paying attention just now, and I spaced out, and I was trying to put $20 in, but I put 31 in.
Well, that'll eventually be good.
It's fine, except for the fact that gas is $3,000 a gallon.
It's actually kind of cheap here. It's $4.75.
This is the cheapest gas station around here.
That's really good.
Yeah, I suggest going to it.
A prime.
What is the next destination? Bum 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 ba-dum.
Skate park. What do you mean,
Let's go skateboarding day, and I wish that I skated earlier because there's a lot of different events and such that would have been fun to go to.
Yeah.
But that's fine. All right, you don't have to let me go, you piece of shit. It's fine. You can be. It's your fucking God-given right to be a fucking scumfuck.
Are you sure there's not anywhere that's doing an event for like night crew people?
Nah, don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
It's not about the events.
It's just about skateboarding?
That's right.
Alright, let's go skateboarding.
It's about the community, man. It's about the scene, bro.
So it's about events?
No.
Do you think the scene is synonymous with events?
Literally.
Let's fucking talk about that now.
Don't do that. No. I mean, maybe the answer is yes to that question. I don't know.
Is the scene synonymous with connectedness at all?
Oh my god. Hey, were you talking about my stickers?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
When? Just now?
When I got out of the car, I put a sticker on the trash can, and I thought that you said that on the thing because I couldn't hear you.
Oh, no. I was talking about your stickers when I went out with my friends the other night in Alston, though. I went out for bubble tea with my friends after work, and there was a group of like 15 of us, and I was walking, and then I just saw a picture of Brian. I was like, what? What? And it was a sticker, and I showed my friends, and they were like, oh my god, that's so crazy. And then we walked like 3 more feet, and we found another one, and we were like, what? And then we walked like 10 more feet, and my friend was like, look, another one! And we were just like doing a little scavenger hunt of your stickers while we were walking around.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yep. So I originally started printing stickers years ago as a form of merchandising, where you give them out to people and they can put them on their guitar case or their car. But I think that that's not an effective way of utilizing the stickers really at all. My theory of stickering is to acquire as many as you possibly can, vinyl preferred, and then to keep a stack of them in your pocket at all times, and everywhere you go on this fucking earth, put up a bunch. Everywhere.
Speaking of where we're going, are we going to Mary Lou's?
Fuck. Yeah, we can go to Mary Lou's.
Okay. We don't have to, but I feel like we should get real water.
It's okay, it's okay.
That lady has a flag. Actually, I don't know who lives there, but that house has a flag.
Ah!
What the fuck?
I was just afraid someone was going to be going around that car that was stopped for me, because I've gotten in a car accident like that before.
But you turned left. They didn't move, and you beeped.
No, I wasn't beeping at that person. I was beeping at the possibility that there was somebody coming up from behind that person. Because that's what people do. When somebody stops, the person behind them goes around them on the right. Everybody fucking does that. And they sometimes drive directly into a fucking car because they did that.
It's true.
So, anyway.
That house had a flag that was shaped like a mason jar, and it said, home sweet home.
Okay.
It was interesting to me. I don't want to go to that Mary Lou's, though. I want to go to drive-thru Mary Lou's.
Oh, well, alright. So we'll just stumble upon one then?
I guess.
Okay.
I think we need water. Like real water.
This stuff is has electrolyte. This is basically like drinking a Gatorade.
It's not the same
with
as
less
water.
sugar. I'm saying it's not the same, but it is in the same family.
No. No. That doesn't fix my thirsty.
Hey, so why do you think... Can we talk about Instagram Reels?
Alright.
Okay. I don't like talking about this because I feel like a nerd douche canoe.
No, it's okay. Talk about it.
Okay. So as you know and as I know, and maybe some listeners know, I have a hyper-specific format of video where it's just a time-lapse video that goes on for 23 seconds, and then there's 4 seconds at the end where it's regular video of the drawing and me talking on top of it.
Yeah.
And saying just something about art, about life, or whatever. When I post that on Instagram, it can instantly get a couple thousand views and 200 likes within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But when I post the exact same thing, but the voiceover within the video is anything even remotely promotional, it gets 20 likes and very slow views.
Interesting.
Almost without fail. But if it's just some video where I'm just talking about art or whatever, and I can see some reason for, it's obviously, the ones about art or whatever are adding value to someone. People who like art like to watch some random thing. You ever just watch somebody do tape pour art?
Yeah.
And you don't even like it, but you watch it because you're like, maybe it'll...
Wow. Oh, look at the baby running in the sprinkler.
Yeah. That's a baby in a sprinkler. But I know people just like to watch art, or maybe the commentary teaches you something.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
And promotional things don't really add anything to your life.
Yeah.
But the content that is adding value in an abstract way is an ad. Kind of like how an album of music in a weird way is a commercial for the live show.
That's true.
The Lego movie is a commercial for Legos.
That was a little more on the nose, but yeah.
So it's almost because the format in itself is inherently self-promotional, when you also self-promote in the self-promotion, do you think that it just adds another layer of insufferability?
I don't think people like being told what to consume.
Yeah.
If you pitch something to somebody that's obvious, they don't like that.
All right, listen to this. Because I'm talking about just promoting the open mic.
Okay.
Just because that's just the only real event that I'm promoting now, because it's a monthly thing. But can you imagine if instead of making a content about the open mic, promoting it coming up, I made content that was about open mics? Just some type of commentary, idea, concept about open mics and performance and community and spaces and shows and shit.
I think that would work better.
I think that would.
I think the kind of content that you want is something that... I think what works better than an ask is a humble brag. What I used to do when I was networking Virago events, or promoting them, even if, at most, I think the biggest Virago event that I had 25 people at it. Usually they had 5 to 10. But if you take sick pictures or videos that are shaky and there's things going on in them and make it look like it's an event you can't miss, and then you post that and you just write Virago and a date and time, people want to know what's up. But if you're asking hey guys, please come to blah blah blah, they're fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
So no dunks, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It depends.
Well, I already drove. You can't change your mind after I fucking drive by.
But are we gonna not go anywhere? Are we really gonna find a Mary Lou's?
I don't know.
You said there's one in Abington.
We're not near Abington anymore.
Why'd you go away from Abington?
Because we're going to Quincy.
fine. Is there one in Quincy?
I'm sure of it. Maybe.
There's Gunther Tootie in Quincy.
That's not that far from the skate park.
They're not drive-through, but they have sandwiches too.
Would you like to go there?
Yeah, maybe after the skate park, because I don't want you to lose in the sunlight.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Yeah. But we should solve the water problem.
In Flint?
No. I mean,
Not that
someone
one. We should probably not solve that one.
Yeah.
We're not equipped. We shouldn't.
That's been like an ongoing problem for like almost 10 years now.
Welcome to the darkness.
What the fuck? Yeah, but if you want people to come to your event, don't ask them.
Yeah.
You want to be the one with the leverage in the situation when you're promoting.
You know what's
have something to give them, not them to give you.
You know what's a really common concept in advertising that a lot of people talk about?
What?
Is that nobody wants to be the minority group in the call to action. Like, if somebody hears your promotion and you say, hey guys, like, not a lot of people have heard this album yet, but it's really good and I think you guys might like it. You know, I'm trying to get as many people to listen that I can, but not many people have ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then the person knows. They're like, well, nobody's listening to it. So why would I listen to it? Like,
Yeah.
But, wait, I might have said my initial phrasing backwards. Come on, you piece of shit. Get the fuck out of my way, Brewster Ambulance Services.
God.
Just kidding. I might have said that wrong, but when you make an ad like that, people know, like, if you tell people not a lot of people are consuming this, they probably won't. But if you make an ad that maybe even if it's not true, but like if you were like, guys, like, thank you so much to the huge amount of people listening right now. I can't believe how many of you are into this, guys. Like, now the person is hearing that they are among a small group of people that have not engaged with this yet.
Yeah.
And
You have
most
to-
people don't like that.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody wants to give something for no reason. You have to shift the dynamic from I'm asking you for something I need that it won't benefit you to give me because nobody else is doing it, to it would benefit you to partake in this and I could care less if you do it or not. Maybe I appreciate it, maybe I don't, but either way, you want in because this is good for you.
Yeah. Right. So what you're saying is adding value and not looking like a starving beggar.
Yeah.
That's another really common thing is people say to not look hungry. Don't look desperate.
Yeah.
Fuck this stupid shit. Sorry.
Well, you have to think about it. With events, you have to think about them like they're parties. Would you go to someone's house if they were like, hi, I'm throwing a birthday party and nobody wants to come, but you want to come? I invited a bunch of people and nobody's answering me. Like, no.
No.
You want to go because you heard so-and-so is having a party and nobody invited you yet. And then they invite you and they're really nice about it and it seems like it's going to be a great time and all your friends are talking about it.
Do you know what happened to me one time? Years ago, I had this old friend that I won't obviously mention who they are.
Here's their full name.
This person sent out... Okay, they sent me a message
Oh no.
and they were like, hey, I'm like reached out to everybody today, like, but today, like, I know this is kind of like weird, but today it's like my grandma's like funeral celebration and I'm having everybody over and I want to get as many people as I can through here to like celebrate her life and whatever. And I was like, this is very out of the ordinary because I do not know this person's grandparent and I am not a member of their family at all.
Yeah.
But the way they messaged me made it sound like all of the homies are coming through.
Yeah.
Like, they said it like, yeah, like, I'm trying to get everybody through. But then I showed up, and so I went. I went, because I was like, well, this is strange. A strange request, but my friend has asked me to go to their grandparents' like celebration of life.
How close were you? Were you like friends, like actually friends?
We were
or
like
you,
pretty tight. Like we would see each other like relatively often.
Okay.
Like
alright.
at shows and stuff. Like we were, you know, But
This is
I
like a
went
once a
there.
month or like
Here's
a-
the thing, though. I went there, and there was no one there. It was only their family.
You were the only one that
I
came?
was the only person that was just like their friend. And their whole family was like, hey, like,
Like, why are you here?
yeah, it was awkward as fuck. It was unbelievably awkward. But I had misinterpreted the message, apparently, because it sounded as though I was, like, everybody was pulling up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I just thought it was, I don't know.
I have so many more questions about the story. Is this a friend that you, like...
We
like,
weren't,
when
like-
you say you saw each other at shows, you mean, like, you, like, saw each other around? Or, like, did you text? Like,
Sure.
Is this a friend you would, like, send a meme to? Or
Yeah,
is-
like
okay.
a meme, like sending memes to and fro.
Okay. So they're, like, alright. That's not that weird, then.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
honestly-
somebody that was completely like a distant acquaintance. It's
Not gonna
like
lie.
that. Yeah.
I think that if I received that message, no matter how it was phrased, I wouldn't have probably attended. So, I'm impressed.
I just thought it was like because it's like a pretty personal thing. Like, I mean, if like, here's the thing though, you probably wouldn't go if it was a group chat. Like, if it was like a big group text and you got it and it was a group text to an invitation to a wake
And
where
nobody
you didn't know
replied.
the person,
Yeah.
you wouldn't go. But if somebody directly messages you and asks you by name to go to a funeral service with them,
Oh yeah, I'd probably go.
and you
actually.
read them, you open it, like you don't leave them undelivered.
So what the fuck did everyone else do? Just like leave them on red?
It wasn't a group text.
I know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if they messaged anybody else.
So maybe they just asked you.
Maybe that's the thing. I'm sorry, I'm not like mad. I feel like
It's
I
okay.
just like yelled at you. No, but I don't know. I never got any context. I just was there, stayed for a little bit, and then left.
I like how you didn't use this person's name. Like this isn't the most specific fucking story.
Well,
in the
it's
world.
specific enough that if that person happens to listen to the show, they would know exactly what I'm talking. That this is about them. But for anybody else listening, they would have absolutely no idea.
Huh.
Like, what is the like?
It's true.
The only clues is that this is the person whose grandparent passed away.
Yeah, because nobody else went to this event.
Like, rest in peace, but that's not
Dairy
uncommon.
Queen.
So I just got off randomly at this exit because there was a Mary Lou's sign,
Oh, I know this exit.
but I think the Mary Lou's is actually behind us.
It's that way.
It's
Wait,
left?
no, it's not. That's the parking lot that I nap in sometimes.
Dude, you can't nap in parking lots.
I have a really long
It's
commute.
not a good idea. Anyway. But yeah, it's kind of funny because that was just like a very awkward situation that I was in one time. But this person inadvertently used the concept that you're talking about on me.
Yeah.
They did that.
Does this person also have like really good like event promotion skills?
No, I think it was a fluke. Like, I think it was just an accident. Like, and maybe for some, I don't know why, but maybe they just wanted me to go.
Huh.
I don't know. I truly will. I've never known why that happened to me. I just rolled with it, attended a funeral, and then went home.
Wow. Was it a good funeral?
No, I mean, it was just as good as any of them. Like, it was just exactly
Average.
what you would imagine.
Yeah, dude. No, I think to like bounce back to the original point a little bit, I really believe that event promotion and marketing and networking is really simple. And it kind of, like, I think it's sort of funny talking about it because it's something that I have a really strong skill set in. And I think what I see happen a lot with a lot of people that network is, like, there's two ways to go about it. And one way, like, to reduce it to the simplest terms, are you familiar with the TikTok concept of, like, girl-splaining?
Yeah, actually. But give us the breakdown. What
Just
is it?
like talking, like basically the way that I talk all the time, but like explaining heavy concepts.
Well,
Just
it's
like
kind of like a bit where it's just like
you just talk like this, and like you kind of like describe things in like a kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to do it, but I also actually talk like that
like
all the
a
time.
funny,
So it's not
like girl bossy way.
no, just like normal, like girl speak, just like using like and slang, comparing things to other shit, like not girl bossing.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm
maybe
getting-
I didn't mean girl boss. I didn't mean like the negative connotation meme girl boss.
Girl bossing, I feel like is. Hold on. I'm breaking this down way too far. I was gonna say that there's also like. You gotta think about it like it's a party. And there's two different people inviting you to a party. And one version of the ask is this like weirdo incel dude that's asking you to come to the party, and he's like, please will you come, like nobody wants to hang out with me. My mom is bringing snacks and it's gonna be really nice, like we're getting sandwiches. My mom said that her friend will help us get it catered, and I asked a bunch of people and you're like, who do you invite? And they're like, just a couple people, and they won't tell you, and they really really want you to go, and you see no benefit in going at all, but if you don't go they might like cry. That's one version of the
Or
ask.
just like jump off a bridge or something.
Yeah.
Or show up at your like place of work.
That's one way that you can market. And then the other way is to just be like, to tell all of the friends, okay, so if there's somebody that you really want to go, a tactic that I often use is to invite all of their friends so that they'll hear about it, and then invite them a few days later.
Classic.
And then, not in a like mean way though, like not in a way where you're not inviting them, but just like invite people like in a kind of waterfall way where you invite a couple, then a couple more, and then a couple more, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so excited you already heard about it, I really want to have you come, it's going to be on this time and this day, it should be a lot of fun, like I'm pretty excited about it.
Let me ask you this though: what is the method of invitation? What are you doing to invite them?
For a real party, or like...
Like, I mean, like, literally, like, is it a personal message? Is it a phone call? Is it a fucking handwritten letter?
Never him. What the fuck?
I
No.
know, fucking
Not unless
obviously.
it's a wedding.
No shit. I'm asking you to fucking describe in a literal sense.
Depends how well you know the
Is
person.
it like a Facebook invite?
No.
Like, what is
Facebook
it?
invites are out. Unless you have a whole friend group that only uses Facebook to communicate. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's like making a Google
It's a
invite.
little bit antiquated at this point.
Yeah, that is the incel ask, is to make a fucking Facebook event and just randomly send it out. It's
Facebook
like,
events are for incels.
yeah, honestly.
Quote by Theo.
Incels and bands. Bands can do it, I don't care.
That's going to be the title of this episode. Facebook events are for incels.
But here's the real thing. Okay, now imagine that you have an Instagram built up. Like, this is literally, like, I'm joking, and I'm obviously, like, unnecessarily gendering this. But
Okay.
to be the person that throws parties, to have a party house, that is a skill set that I have very well honed, that I've worked very hard on.
Okay.
I've crawled from the depths of being, like, a suburban homeschooled girl
Got
to
it.
being a party person. So I can speak on that.
Okay.
And I'm going to compare that to networking right now. Because if you have a portfolio of examples of ways that you are fucking sick and awesome, like photos of you hanging out with your friends, things that you do for fun, you have hobbies, you're not a fucking weirdo. You're
Pictures
like,
of you being sick and awesome. Check.
yeah. And I don't mean like some stupid marketing shit or like a professional photo of you and your band. I mean like that mixed in with like pictures of you with your fucking friends, or like
Lifestyle pics.
having hobbies.
Yeah.
Like being a person that isn't obsessive about trying to get people to hang out with them. Like having things that fluff up your resume to make you actually interesting individually. And then also, you're having an event.
Nightlife, social life, socialite pictures.
It is
Being
easy.
seen at places.
It is easy to get people to come to your events if you already have people that want to be friends with you. And it's very easy to make it seem like people already want to be friends with you or are already friends with people without asking. Asking is not the way to make friends, and it's not the way to make business connections either. Even more so for the latter, because then you're also involving money. Nobody wants to give you shit. And that's really pessimistic, but it's true. But if you have redeeming qualities and you don't need the person, like you shouldn't ever need a friendship. If you're like, hey, I'm fun to hang out with, do you want to hang out with me? And that person says no, that's fine. They're going to hang out with you the next time if you don't care. But if you like make it a really big deal, or it's like wicked awkward, or then the party happens and one person goes and they report back that like nobody came to the funeral, like...
I think you could apply what you're saying too to literally all human connections.
That's-
Dating, getting a job, having friends, inviting people to a show.
That's why overly intentional networking is for incels. All you need to do is know how to talk to a fucking person and then tailor that to the interaction you're having.
Every time you say incel, my first thought is just imagining like some super creepy pale guy, like with like a mustache and murderer glasses with like a gun.
I'm using
Like
yeah.
like
I'm,
some guy who's about to like blow up a mall.
I'm using this in a completely gender neutral way though right now also, because like it's the
You're
person
not talking
who,
about like a mash. You're talking about like
I mean, that's an extreme end of the spectrum, but like I don't know.
like some guy on 4chan like I'm not even gonna joke. But
Yeah, you're going too far right now.
So, on another note, yesterday was a pretty significant day.
Oh yeah.
We did not know at all. Do you want to tell the story?
Well, we didn't. Should I just tell them what we didn't know, or do you just?
You're overthinking it.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was just saying, for those that don't know, we are in a relationship. This is not a secret. And we have this creative project together.
Yeah.
But we
I
have,
don't know if you knew about that.
we have, well, maybe some people don't, but we have now been in a relationship for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we just didn't know the date. We didn't have a set day in which we, you know what I mean, began dating.
So like
we didn't know what that day was.
Yeah. It was kind of. I mean, I guess maybe that's a side effect of talking during lockdown, is that there was no definitive first date, because that wasn't a thing that existed.
We were like long distance. We were like a Skype relationship.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so that's a cool thing.
Yeah, the first day that we hung out in person was 2 years ago yesterday.
Yep.
Which is really short in a way, but also like significant. I don't know, it feels like it should have been longer.
Happy 2 years, Theo.
Happy 2 years.
I don't feel very romantic right now, though.
Why not?
Because I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
Because.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
What happened?
You got all amped up.
I didn't get amped up.
I know, you didn't.
You got amped up.
I was not amped up. I was just chilling. I don't know what to talk about now. What should we talk about? What were we talking about?
Networking and events.
That sucks. I hate that subject. It's one of the worst subjects.
I think it's fun. I think getting people to come to an open mic is the same as getting people to come to a fairy-themed costume party.
Well, it sounds like you think you could do my job much better than me.
Since when are you the solo events person?
I'm the solo events person. I decreed that.
What?
That's in my fucking LinkedIn.
That you're the solo events person.
Of our collaborative relationship, yes.
LinkedIn bio. I throw parties and Theo does not help.
Yes.
I do it alone.
Completely alone. Miserably, depressedly alone.
2020 to 2022.
Do you remember the band Elvis Depressedly?
Yes.
I fucking, hated that genre.
Why?
No hate to
no
those
hate.
people.
I fucking hate it.
But that whole genre of, lo-fi, blurry album covers, dark,
Yo.
Blurry picture of someone with a cigarette.
Excuse you.
And then the music is just... dun, 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 and it's like... It was like the heroin version of pop punk.
Yeah.
I hated it.
I loved that shit. I was really
that was such a bad moment in indie music, I personally feel.
I thought it was really good.
I
really
didn't like
enjoyed
it because I felt like it actually was...
Depressing?
It kind of I have nothing against SoundCloud rap and mumble rap at all. In fact, I like it and I'm a fan of it. But I am not a fan of the flagrant and unironic embrace of the promotion of absolutely horrible things. And having a fucking... it's not cool to just be like, hell yeah, Xanax.
I don't feel
and I felt like that genre of music was like that.
How so?
I don't know. Maybe Tumblr was just like that.
Yeah, what? Don't you listen to Lana Del Rey?
Not really. I mean, I'm a passive fan of Lana Del Rey. She's cool.
I feel like it's the same kind of...
I have enjoyed some of her music, or some of her albums.
I feel like it's the same genre.
You know, actually, you're not wrong. It's... I would say it's not the same genre, but it's thematically similar.
It's definitely, lo-fi depression core.
I'm not against that, though. I'm just against, dope core.
See, I don't...
Die in a bathroom pop.
I don't feel like... Well, maybe I should revisit the genre before I speak on it.
We're not even... the only thing we've mentioned is Elvis Depressedly.
See, I disagree. Are you talking about like
I might just be completely slandering that one band and know
Elvis
nothing about them.
Like Salvia Plath?
Yeah, that's another one.
What's another one? Say Hi to Your Mom.
Fox Academy.
Maybe Say Hi to Your Mom's different.
Shout out OG YouTube Christian Novelli fans.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Also, I was like, how old was I in like 2017? I was 20, so that's probably part of why I liked it so much. I also was like very depressed at the time, so maybe that's why I liked it so much as well.
Beep beep boop bop beep boop boop bop beep boop boop bop. Man, I feel kind of stupid. I don't feel really good about most of the things I've said this episode.
Really?
Yeah, I feel kind of dumb.
Why?
I don't know.
I think you sounded good.
You think I sounded smart and cool and sick?
I think so.
Well, we arrived at the skate park after a long discussion of Go Skateboarding Day events, and it turns out that this isn't one.
There's some people here.
It's okay.
Should we go to a different place?
No. Oh, we didn't go to a Mary Lou's. Oh, but do you want to go to Gunther Chudy's after this?
That'd be nice.
Okay,
they
so
let
maybe
me paint in there. They did.
so maybe
years
no
ago.
Mary Lou's then.
Okay. We get sandwiches.
Am I stupid and delusional?
I forgot the shirt I was gonna sew.
Oh crap!
What?
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
I said nothing.
What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Am I stupid and delusional?
Play back the tape and prove it. Yo, can you imagine if we recorded this podcast like analog on tape?
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be a fucking nightmare? Like, can you imagine that? Like, it would suck to record music on tape. I can't imagine recording a fucking podcast on tape.
It would suck for you.
Yeah.
Have his same experience for me.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Which guy?
Who cares? Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Fuck, man.
I like going to skate parks and watching dudes try skate tricks, fall off their board, and then like shake their head and say fuck, like under their breath to themselves. That's like, look, see?
That's what I do.
If you watch, it's like 99% of what's happening.
Well, I think that it's really not landing a skateboard trick is similar to skateboarding and somebody walking in front of you and having to like jump off. And I've thought a lot about this, and people get really pissed off about that. Like if you get in someone's way, like it's like people like get really upset.
Yeah.
And not always, but I think that's because it's not at all that you got in somebody's way, but people, I think, get angry and upset with interrupted flow state.
Yeah.
Like when somebody is focused, enjoying something, or in motion, or doing something important, and you interrupt them
That's
in some way, then it's like hearing a really loud and unpleasant noise.
I'm specifically talking about the response, though.
Oh,
like,
they just go, fuck.
Well, they always, like, it's a very public-private response. There's no, like, somebody falling off and then, like, looking irritated, but, like, just whatever. It's always, like, a big head shake or, like, they, like, cross their arm or something.
God.
Like, watch. Just watch. Watch someone fall off and see what they do.
Alright, this
Every
guy's
single
definitely not going to land whatever he's trying.
He's been doing pretty good, to be
He kind
honest.
of did.
He did it a second ago. He did a head shake.
That guy is one of those guys that if you stop, like, look what just happened to this guy he's talking to. If you go near that guy and stop, he'll just start talking about the most fucking irrelevant, like, oh my god, and he, like, reeks like beer and sweat, and you're just like, dude, don't, no, and you just accidentally get absorbed into some, like, incomprehensible conversation. He's a nice guy, but he's just one of those guys that just won't stop talking.
Do you know him?
I don't know his name, but I see him here often.
Oh, he fell.
He didn't shake his head.
No, he did.
It was subtle.
It's just funny, because it's like the knowledge that people are watching you.
Yeah.
But most of them, nobody is. Which is why I like to do it. You know what I mean?
You see anything cool online recently?
What?
You see any cool online content?
The fuck kind of question is that?
It's just an interview question. I planned it.
I have seen some kind of cool online content lately.
Nice.
I learned how to fix the shirt that I have. I have this corset that my mom gave me that doesn't fit me, and I learned how to adjust the shoulder straps so it'll fit.
That's good.
And it's an expensive shirt from Free People. So I'm excited because I can maybe wear it.
I just realized something.
What?
I'm miserable right now.
Oh.
And I'm hungry. And I don't want to be here anymore.
You don't want to skate?
No.
Let's go skateboarding day.
Well, I'm hungry.
Are you gonna skateboard later?
I'm hungry. I can't make decisions right now.
We're going to Guthrie Tooties?
Yes.
Alright.
And I'm going to order a gross sandwich
We don't have to go to Guthrie
on
Tooties.
bread and with like one tiny piece of an avocado and a small piece of crunchy bacon
I have a Snickers bar.
and
You want a Snickers bar?
old lettuce. No. Ugh. Snicker bar commercials are liars, because they literally have an ad campaign that's just about being hangry. And if I was upset and hangry and I ate a Snickers bar, it would greatly, it would be a setback. It would make me feel even worse.
I eat Snickers bars at work when I am hungry. I go on my lunch and I buy a Snickers bar so that on my way home I can eat it.
So that ad campaign worked on you.
I mean, I never get to a point of being hangry, but it prevents me, like it tides me over.
Right. See, I just don't like it because it's chocolate. I think chocolate sucks.
Well, it wouldn't be my first pick. There's limited options at the
Well, I
cafeteria.
like chocolate. I just don't like milk chocolate anymore. I'm against milk chocolate.
Oh yeah, because you can't eat it.
I'm all dark chocolate these days.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's only like 5 options in the cafeteria, so
God, yep. I feel like shit. Not happy anymore.
you just need to eat.
I'm practicing bad interoception.
Well, you actually practice pretty good interoception. You
Yeah,
told
but
me.
why didn't I notice I was hungry until I'm miserable? Like, why didn't I notice I was hungry and then eat so I wouldn't be upset?
Because we were miserable already.
You're miserable right now?
No, I was miserable earlier.
You just
though.
implied that you were miserable.
I was miserable earlier,
Okay.
and then we thought we would feel better if we went out.
Do you remember that weird conversation we just had about Tumblr music from 2014 and 15?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You know what I think, though? That music...
2014 and 15.
Not 2014 at all. I actually take that back. I think that
2017.
era started in 2015.
Maybe.
I feel like it did.
I remember it in 2017.
Interesting. Yeah.
It could have been 2016, 2017.
What happened to those bands? Like Salvia Plath and Elvis Depressedly?
I think they're still bands.
Or Teen Unalive?
Suicide?
Yeah.
No.
Teen Suicide, yeah.
Teen
They're another
Unalive.
one. What is up with that band, I wonder? Where'd they go? Did they break up? Did they die? Who knows?
They're probably still bands.
This is why we're not like a pop culture commentary podcast, because like
We kind of are.
we just
talk
don't
about
even
it a
know
lot.
anything. We're near where you wanted to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ew. Wait.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Not
don't
you.
wanna
I
be
kind of.
here.
No, I kind of like it here, but it makes me sad. This is my old college.
Yeah.
I went here for years.
I'm miserable.
It makes me sad to be here, but in a nice way, I guess. Why are you miserable? 'Cause you're hungry? Is there more?
Yeah, and you yelled at me on the podcast.
I didn't yell at you.
I agree, you didn't. But I'm saying it anyway. I'm committing defamation against you.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm mad at you.
Alright, why?
'Cause you're making me wear orange.
Let's work this out. Let's talk about it.
You're making
In the
me-
marketplace of ideas. In the marketplace of ideas in our relationship. The marketplace of our relationship.
I think to sum up that conversation about networking that we had, though, my real,
Okay.
like, unironic bottom line is that if you feel like your event isn't sick enough to pull a draw, you're either not capturing it publicly enough and really explaining what it is, or your event isn't sick enough and you need to make it sicker.
Some events aren't meant to be sick, though. Like, I feel like some are meant to be... Like a chess club meetup isn't meant to be, like, a sick thing that you want people to go to. That's niche. That's niche.
But it's sick to people who like chess.
Right, but what happens if you're trying to promote a niche down hyper specific event and you are failing?
You need to connect with the people that are in your niche.
I know, but that isn't easy for that's not an intuitive process for a majority of people. I feel like, am I in the right place?
Yeah, it's over
Okay.
there. We need a park somewhere.
Yeah.
Also,
You're right though. What you said is right, but I feel like there's a hidden challenge.
well, yeah, but the girls that get it, get it.
Okay. All right, bucko. I don't like the idea that we're suddenly act like different people when we're recording.
Why do you feel like that's a thing?
Because people have said that to us. And I don't like that. Because I think that's stupid.
I don't think anybody said that we act like different people when we're recording. We just have different, there's like an air.
An air of what?
Of kind of performance-y. Like knowing that somebody's looking at you. It's kind of like when you make a different face when you're looking in the mirror than you do normally. It's not necessarily bad.
I guess that's true. I like recording them. I like making podcasts with you.
I know, I do too. I like it with you specifically.
I like it with you too.
No, I mean, I don't like it on my own.
Oh, I don't really like it on my own very much either.
You did it for a long time.
I mean, I tried to, but miserably and to my own detriment, basically.
Oh my god.
That wasn't a pleasant experience. I didn't succeed at all.
But there must have been something that you loved about it, to be making vlogs and podcasts and stuff for 10 years.
Oh yeah, I honestly, I don't know what it is about my personality or my life or the contents of my soul, but I forever have been drawn to and attracted to digital media of all kinds. Digital media or any journalistic media, I just love.
So what do you mean you're doing it miserably?
It was just miserably and painstaking alone, and trying to make content, videos, video projects, podcasts where it's actually just me talking.
That sounds stressful. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And I didn't know how to, I didn't understand yet how to, be industrious about creation. I knew how to rapidly make physical objects like paintings and sculptures and stuff, but I did not yet understand that you can do that with media as well. That just didn't really click with me. The fact that you could literally record for 2 months straight, you could just make fucking 65 podcast episodes if you really wanted to. You could just go hard as fuck, make an entire catalog, schedule and upload all of them, queue all of them for whatever dates and times you want.
Yeah.
For a year straight.
And just have content churning.
While you're sleeping. You can do that. Think about it. That's what shows do. That's what fucking HBO shows do.
Yeah?
They make the fucking thing, and then they schedule it, and market it while they're scheduling it, and it's releasing and shit.
The smart way to do it.
Yeah. Versus something like a soap opera or a weekly podcast is something that's coming out as it's being produced.
Wait, we are going back to the skate park?
I drove to the skate park. We never skateboarded or went to Gunther Tooties.
That's okay. Gunther Tooties, we missed it.
And we didn't go to Mary Lou's.
Yeah, but we went to a different place. It's okay. So you are going to skateboard right now?
No. Maybe. In a few minutes.
You should. You probably have fun.
But we're recording again.
Well, that's what my question was.
I don't know. Just don't talk about skateboarding. Don't
Alright.
look at these people.
Well-
just talk about our conversation.
Okay.
We're having a conversation. Don't look at them.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit.
Should we revisit the topic we were on earlier?
No.
No?
We beat that topic to death. Unless you want to. Unless you have more to share. Are you talking about promotion and networking and shit?
Yeah, I feel like I was missing your point a little bit.
You're missing my point.
Yeah.
Well, this
I
is
was-
interesting too. Go ahead.
I was shitting on you a little bit, and I thought we were all having a laugh, and we weren't all having a laugh.
It's okay. Everything's cool. It's all good.
I think you're one of the girls that get it.
I am one of the girls that get it as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
I
you know.
appreciate it. Thanks. Nah, it's all good. Fuck all that shit.
You don't want to talk about it anymore?
I don't know what there is to talk about. You're not being specific.
Well, I thought you wanted to talk, like, seriously about that. And, like, what
No.
somebody could legitimately do.
No, I don't actually want to talk about that or care.
Alright, we can talk about it another time.
I don't give a fuck. I think that it can be a really unhelpful thing to be, if somebody is like really trying to learn how to promote or learn how to distribute and market like the thing that they're making,
Yeah.
like that's extra hard if you're a person that is trying to make something. Because in almost like in regular society, the producers are not the people marketing something.
Yeah.
Like the sales department and the production and the labor are not the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there are people that spend like their entire like academic and professional careers trying to learn how to be the marketing person versus being the person who is trying to like create some random thing. But when you're an artist or something, or a musician or whatever you are, you're an independent creative person.
You gotta wear all the hats.
Yeah, and nobody's gonna come out of the sky and bless you like a fairy godmother and promote your shit for you.
Another thing too,
It just
if I'm
doesn't,
being like completely,
not a thing.
That's true.
You know?
And if I'm gonna be completely real, like everybody has events people don't come to. It's
Yeah.
not really about how great your shit is, but I just think you have to try to make it look as great as possible, so you have people thinking that there's something they can get out of being there, versus them giving you something by coming. That was all I meant.
Yeah, and that's true.
I was joking when I was saying all of that other stuff.
Sure, yeah, I know. But yeah, I think though, I think that the thing is that I think it's a bit of a mistake to be like, if somebody has gone on the internet and searched for this information, they're probably not doing good. Does that make sense? I'm saying like people seeking out the information that we are even talking about. What am I trying to say here? Like, I think it's one of those things where if you are trying to market something,
Yeah.
and you have $0, you are not trying to pay to market something. You're not using marketing services or trying to use like AdSense or shit like that.
Yeah.
There's not much online information that's going to help you. There is information, like if you have a budget and you're looking to like professionally market something, that is something that can be paid for and learned.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about right now is like charismatic guerrilla marketing.
Yeah.
That's not something you're going to be able to read a book about. That's something that you are going to have to. I was talking about this recently online. Like that is something you just have to fail a billion zillion times.
Yeah.
You just have to learn. Like you just have to be embarrassing and cringy and dumb for like 5 years.
It's true. And it's something also that I think it's a little bit difficult to actually give advice on, because it's not going to work for everybody the way that you approach it. Because what you're talking about is just being, like, making yourself kind of an it girl, I guess. Or making the events, like, the place to be, which really changes based on who your target demographic is, really changes based on who you are and what you're promoting. And the way you interact with a couple different people on your guest list might be different based on what they want to hear and how you connect with them, how you know them. Like, when it goes from marketing into social nuance, it gets a little difficult. But I think the main overarching point, if I'm being like completely genuine, is that you have to remember the humanity of it, and that you're not trying to trick someone into coming, and you're not trying to beg someone to come. You're trying to tell them this is going to be cool, and if you come, I'd love that. However, that comes naturally to you.
Damn, man.
I don't know what a good strategy is, but begging and manipulating are bad strategies.
Don't trick people. Do not lie, cheat, and steal.
Don't be a creep, man.
Don't be an incel.
Yeah.
This episode is about inceldom and marketing and parties
God.
and the intersection of those. I'm just kidding. We don't have to record for that long. This is going to maybe be a 60-minute episode if we're lucky.
That's pretty good.
Remember when we used to, there was like a few episodes early on where they were like under an hour.
Yeah. We would cap it at like 45 minutes.
Yeah. What weird times.
We were new. Damn, I'm feeling low energy right now.
Yeah. Maybe this is a late stage. Hey, you know what's funny? Maybe
What?
this is a short one, but this also might end up in my newly formed vault. I did a lot of housekeeping with my recordings because I basically had like a fucking terabyte of like completely unknown digital files of just like I basically just infinite different music demos, like 10 different versions of podcast episodes, all the same fucking recording, different cuts, different, you know what I mean? Like I just literally had an insane amount of unorganized audio files. So I purged almost all of them and went through all of them, deleted my thousands of duplicate files, and ended up distilling down one specific file that was unreleased podcast episodes.
Oh, shit.
Just lost tapes.
It's cool.
Of things that we put down and we're like, oh, we'll just finish this later.
I never did.
It never did. Or
So you
things
have a vault.
or things that we cut completely that I just didn't delete. Which is an interesting thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like how many hours of content is that?
That's not that much. That's maybe a couple hours.
Still.
But it's just kind of interesting because, like, just to imagine the things that we didn't... it's really distracting to be next to the skate park. This isn't helping our stream of consciousness at all. It's actually taking away from it, I think.
Really?
The drink that you have right now looks like it's either a beer or like a cold brew coffee.
I know, it's kind of weird. I like it, though.
But it's a bubble tea in a can.
It tastes pretty good. It's like a tall boy bubble tea.
What is the brand?
In tea, number 1.
Okay, can I try a sip?
It has milk in it.
Oh, it's like a milky tea.
It's a milk tea.
Alright.
You can try it, but it
No,
contains milk.
no, it's okay. I best not. I will just enviously watch you drink that cool drink.
It tastes like a regular milk tea. I think there's tapioca in it too, but...
It has not revealed itself as of yet.
Well, I felt it when I was shaking the can. I think it's at the bottom. But I don't understand... Like, it's not a very big can opening. So, we'll see. I'm liking this, though.
Is this another one of those episodes that's just like...
Like a weirdo episode?
Yeah, like we just made another weird vibe one.
I don't know. Sometimes it's like that. You know that feeling when sometimes you hang out with somebody you've been friends with for a while, and like it's always fine, you don't have any hard feelings, but it's just fucking weird.
Excuse me? What? that's how you feel about hanging out with me?
No. No, I mean not like every time, but just
Thanks.
like every once in a while you just have a weird hangout, and then you hang out again, and it's like totally normal again.
Yeah.
Sometimes the vibes are just off.
With me?
No, I'm talking
I know,
about
I'm
you.
just kidding. With the podcast.
Yeah. This episode though, maybe.
This
Maybe
might
this
be-
time with you.
What?
It's not us. It's this vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all good. Nothing wrong with that.
Sounds like you think there's a lot wrong with that.
Oh, this episode's ass.
Mm-mm.
I think I did a bad job. I
You know
think
what?
you said a lot of good stuff.
You're right, it was you.
Great.
I'm just kidding.
Can
No,
you
you said a lot
imagine?
of cool stuff too. If we both said cool stuff, then it wasn't a bad episode.
It's about
This
the
is
ratio.
weird. I feel like we're begging.
Who?
The listener.
Stop. Don't. That's a weird thing to think about. I don't agree with that at all.
What?
I don't know. Whatever you're going on about trying to trick people into liking you or begging people to come to your thing. That's not a good paradigm to think in, I think.
Why?
Whether or not you're doing that.
I
That
don't-
should just be shut down.
What do you mean, shut down? Like the thought process?
Well, no, I think that type of thinking of, like, if you are tricking people or begging people, obviously you shouldn't be.
Exactly.
But I don't think, like, that's something that should be included in, like, the, like, of self-assessment.
I don't think so either.
Because that's not part
If you were
of
doing that, you would know you were doing it.
I don't know.
If you're not sure if you're doing it, you're definitely not.
What?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't, like, self-gaslight to thinking you're manipulating people into coming to your
I'm
shit. That's
not, but it sounded like you did that.
Just now?
When you said this is begging.
I was kidding.
Okay.
No.
Well, because when you criticize yourself in this project, you are criticizing me by default.
What?
And that's unacceptable to me.
What the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck? When
That's
you
fair.
talk shit about yourself, you're also talking about me. So, fuck you.
It's a pretty high standard.
Is it?
To never, ever self-critique?
Well, okay. Like, let's say you're in a band,
Okay.
right? And guys go and play a show, and then you get off stage, and then someone in the band goes, "Dude, we fucking suck." Like, that person, in a way, is saying, we all suck. You all suck, and so do I. I suck, and so do you.
I didn't say we suck. Also, I'm not in a band.
Do you remember? I'm not even going to go there. I was going to say, do you remember when we were talking about the definition of pedantic? And how we disagreed on what that word meant? I'm just kidding. I love you. I'm sorry.
I love you too. We're not gonna go there.
We're not?
No.
All right, good.
Are we fighting?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not fighting. It seems like you are.
Yeah, well, you suck, so.
I'm just kidding.
Me too.
We
Cheers,
probably
cheers,
should. We
cheers.
probably shouldn't have done a podcast episode today. Like, maybe we should have just relaxed.
I didn't even know we were doing an episode until like 15 minutes into it.
What? I started recording and pointing the recorder at you. What did you think we were doing?
Do you want to play back the beginning of this episode?
I started recording it and holding it up to you. You heard the beep.
And I said, what? What are you doing? And you said, And I said, are we recording an episode? And you were like, it could be an episode, or something along those lines.
Yeah. So? That seems pretty clear to me. We fucking suck.
Shut
I'm
up!
just kidding. I was just doing exactly what I was saying that we shouldn't do.
Should I not have yelled into the mic just now?
No, it doesn't matter.
What are we even talking about?
It's too much work to worry about, like, clipping and volumes and stuff. I can worry about that. Like, I'm kind of good at, like I understand mastering a little bit when it comes to music, but it's a whole different ballgame trying to master something that's like an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
That's something that's just beyond my skill level at present
Don't worry
time.
about that when we're salaried.
Yeah, when we got fat stacks, loot, and cash.
Look at this dude just skating around the Modelo.
Modelo? What's a Modelo?
It's a beer in a glass bottle.
Oh,
I
he's
feel
skating
like-
around with a Modelo?
I feel like skating with a can is one thing. Like, whatever. But skating with glass in your hands, it seems really stupid to me.
Yeah, I agree as somebody who has once fallen into a bowl while skating and then I landed in a pile of glass from a broken bottle.
Yeah, like,
That
what?
happened to me one time. I just fell into a pit of glass
Ugh,
and cut my hand open.
that's horrible.
I made it sound way worse than it was. It was painful and it sucked, but it wasn't like a hospital trip or something.
I think I was there, like, not with you, but I was dating you when that happened, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Was that Lynch?
No, it was at a different place.
Oh.
Not Lynch. Lynch Family Skate Pack.
The vibes seem pretty good in here today, though. Everyone
The
seems
skate
like
park?
they're having fun. Yeah.
Yeah, this skate park has good vibes generally because it's one of those ones. This one has a strong sense of community to it. There are some parks where it's pretty much only randos all day, every day.
Yeah.
But this park has a really consistent crew of people that, aren't, that
Not
like this
randos.
place.
That's cool.
Well, randos are okay, but there are some skate parks where it's just bad vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like do not even bring your backpack here type vibes.
Yeah.
Or like leave your valuables at home type places. That's honestly not really a thing at all these days, though. When I was younger, it seemed like everywhere I went was like that, but that was probably just because I was younger.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Which is
It
a
was a
fucking
different time.
horrible implication for the rest of the world, but because there is the possibility that I have a kind of bias or a blind spot because I'm an adult.
Oop. He almost just broke the Modelo.
Oh, fucking idiot. But because I'm an adult, and I'm like confident when I'm in public spaces that people probably might not fuck with me because of that.
Interesting.
But when I was a kid, I was an easy target and was stupid for like scumbag people that want to like steal your phone or something or your iPod.
Yeah.
But I'm not fucking 12 anymore. You can't steal my iPod. 'Cause I don't have one. They don't make them anymore.
The air purifier that I bought the
You
other
drop.
day looks like an iPod Nano.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Actually, it looks like a shuffle. It has a big circle in the middle.
Yeah.
There was someone in the reviews who put a play pause button sticker on the front of it.
Yeah.
I
I'll have to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
It's so fucking sick. I love it so much. I was running it in my room and literally, like, you know when you're inside, the window's been shut, and, like, I have a cat. My mom also has a cat, so I guess I have 2 cats. Like, your room just smells kind of, like, dusty sometimes. I turned it on, and my room smelled like that because I hadn't been home in a couple days and my windows were closed. And, I turned it on. It did not, like, bad smelling. It just smelled, like, inside, you know? And, then I turned it on. I hadn't even, like, washed my sheets or, like, done any real cleaning yet. And after running it for, like, 10 minutes, it smelled like outside in my room. Like, you could take a big, like, chest breath. Like a diaphragm breath, and it smelled like outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy. It literally, after, like, 10 minutes. It has a little sensor on it, so when something in the air is, like, there's a pollutant in the air, like if you blow out a candle, or, like, if the cat box needs to be changed or something, it turns itself on automatically and cleans it when it senses that.
What's this product called? So the listeners can go buy their own.
Dude, I don't know, let me look it up. I know it's the one that was endorsed by BTS. Because I found that and I was
They
like, well,
endorsed an air purifier?
yeah.
Alright. Shout out to BTS.
It was, like, mad expensive, not gonna lie. But I've been dwelling on the idea of buying one for, like, a year and a half.
You bought it with all those parlor ads.
No, I don't see the money from that. You keep all that.
No, I don't. Yes, I do.
Fucking... like $17 if I buy monthly.
My bi-monthly $15.
But,
That's my stipend.
no, I cashed out my 401k for my old job instead of rolling it over.
Baller.
So I bought
Fuck
an air
it.
purifier.
Just fucking start fresh, dude.
It's a Kowei Air Mega HEPA purifier.
Alright.
It's $172 on Amazon right now. It's normally $229.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody go buy that. Support BTS.
I really fucking love it because my cat has asthma and I'm anxious
poor
about
boy.
him all the time because they put him on this medication that's supposed to be really bad for his liver, so he can't be on it long term.
Oh,
So he did it for like 2 months and he had a little infection that cleared up. He had a chest infection. I think. No, sinus infection, my bad.
yeah.
And they were worried it was going to become a chest infection, so they put him on these meds, but they're bad for his liver. So he was only on them for like 2 weeks, and then if he continues to have symptoms that are really bad, like if he sneezes often or if he has a runny nose, he has to go on an inhaler. And that is going to be expensive, he's going to hate it, it's going to be really difficult to administer because he doesn't even let me touch his face half the time. So we're trying to avoid having to do that by reducing pollutants in my environment. So I've been trying to keep my room really clean, donating all my extra bric-a-brac, like vacuuming, washing my sheets like every couple days, brushing him out. It's been a whole fucking thing. So, yeah, I thought it would be great if I got him this air purifier for the times that I'm at your house, so that my room will still be clean if I'm not there to vacuum every day.
Yeah. I love that little guy.
I love him too.
Mr. Milo.
Do you know how much fucking money I spend on him?
Hell yeah, dude. He deserves it.
He really does.
You don't deserve that, but he deserves it because he's a sweet, big, fat fluff ball, man.
I came home like a couple months ago. It was like January or something this happened, but I came home and he sneezed, and there was a bunch of snot coming out of his nose, and I was like, that's not normal, and I panicked, and I called his vet, and they had me bring him in, and like $600 on a credit card later, we found out he had asthma.
Ugh.
And that's when the meds thing started. And then I took him back to get him checked again, and they did all these scans and stuff, which was another like $400. He's due for another appointment, which the checkup itself is going to be like $200 at least. And I have insurance. Not life insurance. I have health insurance for him. He wouldn't be worth anything if I got him life insurance anyway, because I got him for free, which is actually crazy. Did you know that? That life insurance on a pet reimburses you for what you paid for the pet.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
You have life insurance on him?
No, I have health insurance for him.
Oh. But you can buy life insurance for pets?
Yeah, if you have a...
I could see
if you have like a purebred dog, you pay like $25,000 for.
People pay out the nose for dogs.
Bro, I fucking had... I'm not even gonna be specific enough to say how I knew this person, but they had a fucking designer pet that they bought with unemployment money. And the dog... You were there for this. The dog ate some shit that they weren't supposed to eat. And she, like, wouldn't tell us what happened, but we called the emergency vet, and the vet told her that it was going to cost a bunch of money to bring him in, and she was like, it's okay, I have life insurance on him. And we just like shamed her into taking him to the vet, and he ended up being fine, but she was like, I'm not worried about it, like, I'll just buy another one. If you have life insurance on your pet, you're a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
But no, I have health insurance for him that comes out of my paycheck.
Well, I could see, like, having, like, I mean, does life insurance on a pet cost a lot of money? Like, what's the situation? How do you pay for that?
I don't know, because I never had it.
Because if you did have it, like, would be fucking traumatic, obviously, if your pet passed away. But, like, that doesn't sound that bad.
I mean...
To have, like, a life insurance. Like, I mean, it would be pointless if you think about it. Because it's not like you're paying, like, a payment for your dog existing.
I think the point is supposed to be that it's, like, maybe if it's, like, if you're a breeder or if you have, like, a horse or something. Like, if you know that you're going to need to get another of the pet, it protects the investment. But
Yeah.
that's why it's weird if you're just, like, you just have a dog and you do that. I don't know. Maybe there's reasons for it. But I feel like it was a little unnecessary for me.
It is a little strange, I'll say that. It is a bit
Maybe I just think
odd.
that specific experience I had made me think that people that have life insurance and their pets are fucked.
Because
that was fucked.
Because this person just didn't care if their pet lived or died.
Yeah, she also had only had it for like 3 weeks and already had life insurance on him.
I love how you're like, I'm not going to be specific at all. I'm going to be
fucking
so
listen.
vague.
She doesn't listen.
But you've just meant anything but vague.
But nobody knows that about her.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. I'm just kidding. Oh, I want to drink that so bad.
I don't know her anymore.
I keep the color
She doesn't
of
listen
it.
to our podcast. I haven't said her name or how I know her.
Nobody listens to our podcast.
You know, one time actually she invited me to her grandmother's funeral.
Oh my god.
And I went.
I forgot that I told that story today. What a strange just occurrence that was
They're
for me.
shitting on me for being specific.
I wasn't being specific with it. And I feel like that story was relatively inoffensive. Like, I don't know.
Well, this person
That didn't make me not like that person.
Oh.
Like, I thought that was ultimately okay that happened.
Well, I mean, I don't think her dog is dead, so it's probably fine. What the fuck? No, I have health insurance.
Good.
So that if he has another, like, health situation...
Mr. Milo.
I think his asthma is considered a pre-existing condition, though, because I found out about it before I got this insurance policy, which kind of blows.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he, like, gets a UTI or, like, gets sick, or if I find out he has cancer in, like, 10 years, it'll hopefully really help me with paying for his vet bills, which means that he has a higher likelihood of making it through whatever he has happened to him. Because most pet owners just have to pay cash.
Yeah. Milo.
I don't usually spend so much money on big purchases. I'm not really a big purchase kind of person, but it felt like it was necessary.
You're just buying what you need.
It was really for him.
Yeah.
But it was pretty exciting.
Oh, ow. You ever, like, lean against a seat for so long that your arm, like, starts to stick to it, and then when you move your arm, it hurts?
Yeah.
Like you just ripped off a Band-Aid?
Yeah. Summer probs.
Do you think it's weird to pick my nose while recording the podcast?
Why would it be weird So pick your nose while recording a podcast where people can't see you versus picking your nose while making eye contact with me.
Is it wrong for me to pick my nose while making eye contact with you?
I mean, that's not wrong, but...
Does it, like, kill the vibe?
What do you mean?
Like, is the vibe tarnished and tethered? I mean,
Like, am I, like, annoyed when you do it?
Vibe desecration.
Well, which vibe are you referring to?
The vibe.
Like, are you asking me if I, like, don't want to record with you anymore because you did that? If, like, I don't want to date you anymore? If we're not friends anymore?
Are you trying to insinuate something?
No, I'm asking which vibe. We have concurrent
Which vibe is in jeopardy?
I'm asking you that.
You tell me. You are the one that is deciding whether or not it's a bad vibe for me to pick my nose.
You asked if it desecrated the vibe, so I need to know which vibe you're referring to.
Well, does it desecrate any of the vibes?
I don't think so.
So why didn't you just say that?
It's a little uncouth.
It's uncouth?
Look at that cloud. Doesn't it look like a ship?
So it's uncouth, but it does not affect any of the vibes. Yes, I see it. It looks like a ship. Or it looks like a narwhal.
No, it looks like the hull of a really big ship. Like, it goes all the way there.
Oh, yeah, that looks good. Imagine a boat, if a boat was that big.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be like a boat for gods.
Or like a yacht.
We saw a yacht the other day.
That was fucking nuts.
It was in the 4-Point Channel. Who the fuck owns a boat and then drives it to
Boston. What the fuck?
Probably a lot of people, man. Walking around the seaport on a Friday night and seeing all those fucking people, man, it's crazy. It looks so crazy to live there and work there.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't live in Boston if I was rich. Like, I would. But I would check out some other places, too.
Yeah, I might, though. You know, I've thought about that, and, like, I just have so many personal ties, family ties, friend ties to Massachusetts.
Oh, I would never know.
But I don't know that I don't know if I ever could. Even if I had all the money in the world, I might fucking still live here.
I probably would, too. Like, my full-time definitely would be around my family.
Yeah.
And I do love Boston.
Unless I, like, owned a helicopter that I could just ride everywhere, then I might live in, like, New Hampshire. Because a helicopter ride from, like, New Hampshire to Mass would probably be pretty quick.
You couldn't fucking pay me.
You wouldn't live in New Hampshire, like, in a fucking...
Full-time?
Just a huge fucking house in the mountains, and you got, like, a river, and there's, like, moose and deer and birds and fucking beautiful fucking land.
New Hampshire's a red state, man. I don't know about that.
Fucking, who gives a fuck?
A lot of people.
I don't give a fuck.
Me.
Fuck those people.
That.
Go live in Vermont then, you fucking...
Vermont, maybe.
Liberal. I'm just kidding. Eat Ben & Jerry's while you smoke weed with old people that look like Grateful Dead fans.
That sounds fucking really nice.
No, it doesn't. That actually sounds like it sucks.
I get a pottery.
I don't like
kiln.
weed.
I don't like weed.
I don't like the Grateful Dead.
I don't like the Grateful Dead.
I love Ben & Jerry's though, but I'm
have
lactose intolerant.
Oh yeah. Well, they have vegan.
Yeah,
Ben &
well, they have
Jerry's.
like 3 flavors.
No, let me look it up.
Look up how many lactose-free or vegan flavors are there for Ben & Jerry's.
How many vegan flavors are they? Ben and Jerry's.
Tell me right now.
Pardon me. Why did it just go back to the page I was already on instead of searching what I typed?
Because you clearly don't know how to use your phone. You just let that one hang. You didn't argue with me.
It's not working!
You just have bad internet right now. It's okay. We'll settle this another time.
No.
I'll check my phone.
No, I'm gonna fucking do it. I opened
no.
a new tab and I'm doing it. Shut up. Look.
How many vegan...
Non-dairy pints. BenandJerry's.com. It's loading.
It's buffering. A lot of buffering. Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20.
That's not a lot.
That's a decent amount. They have
That
2,
is a lot.
4,
That's a lot
6,
for an ice
8,
cream company.
10, 12. There's 13 almond milk ones. 2, 4. There's 4 sunflower batter ones.
That sounds good.
And 3. Oh. No, just kidding. 3 new. But those are included in my original count.
Yeah.
Sunflower butter seems to be a new trend, but it has higher ratings than a lot of the almond milk
That
ones.
sounds delicious, man.
You wanna go get some?
No. What are we gonna do? Drive to fucking Cape Cod?
Colin Kaepernick has one.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's changed the world, but it's WHIRLED. Fun, babe, you would love this.
WIRLED?
World, like world ice cream. WHIRLED.
Oh, that's nice.
It's caramel, non-dairy, frozen dessert with fudge chips, graham cracker swirls, and chocolate cookie swirls.
That sounds good. I didn't listen to what you just said. I don't know what you said.
Alright, listen again.
I lied.
Caramel, non-dairy, frozen dessert with fudge chips, graham cracker swirls, and chocolate cookie swirls.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I appreciate your transparency.
I'm sorry that we fight on the podcast sometimes.
It's okay. I'm sorry too.
I love you.
I love you too.
I don't like bad, sad vibes.
We have a good vibe right now. It's been a good day. It's been a stressful day, and I started it.
You started it?
I already told the podcast about this while you
Well-
were getting food.
Oh. My only feedback for you with that is that you shouldn't be on your laptop doing emails and spreadsheets and shit when you haven't even gotten dressed yet.
I know. I said
That's all
that.
I'm saying. Like, maybe brush your teeth first.
I
Have
told
a little,
the
have a
podcast
snack.
that.
Drink a cup of tea, maybe.
Hey, they have this Ben and Jerry's ice cream
Okay.
at Target in Kingston
Dude.
and in Wareham and in Hanover.
Nice.
Possibly in Hyannis, Provincetown, and Braintree too.
Provincetown, huh? I love Provincetown in the summer.
I've never been to Provincetown, I don't think.
Dude, we should go.
Dude, I was talking to my friends at work, and, like, out of, like, 15 of us, like, 11 of us have never been to P-Town.
That's crazy, man. It's
Yeah.
the gay capital of the East Coast.
I know, everybody that said it was gay, too.
They
I
said
know
they
that.
hadn't been?
Yeah,
They were gay people that hadn't been?
yeah,
Well, it isn't, yeah.
me too.
It's kind of like, so the P-Town vibe, with all love and respect to P-Town, it's like rich white guy gay. You know what I mean? It isn't like queer young people. It feels like it's like,
Where
Like-
would the queer young capital of Mass be?
of mass. Alston, probably.
Not really, though.
Um,
Maybe Somerville. But that's
yeah,
like,
Davis Square.
you know what? Yeah, it's Somerville. I fucking loved living in Somerville, man.
Huh.
When I move back to Boston, I want to live in Somerville again. The thing I liked about Somerville is that the things that would happen there, like, people talk about your neighbors when you live in, like, Alston and shit. Like, Rat City, like, people just doing shit. Like, the time that we went scootering, like, down Com Ave, and I just yelled, fuck, Alpha Management, and, like, 2 people yelled, yeah, back at me. That's how Alston is. That was a great moment, also. But, Somerville, like, the neighbors that I had there were all so odd. Like, one time, I think I've talked about this in the podcast before, but one of my neighbors just put out, like, 300 National Geographic magazines from, like, 1940 to present in, like, perfect condition out on their lawn and said it was free.
Dude, I've been thinking about those recently, and I feel sad about those.
Why?
Because there used to be, like, 900 of them. And now, like, we have gotten rid of some, we've given some away, I've taken some, I've literally thrown away entire copies of it.
Why?
Well, just like one that was all cut up and had shit cut out of it a million times. You've done the same thing.
I don't throw them away.
You've given away, like... Anyway. But I'm just saying... I'm not just talking about... I'm not, like, the butcher of National Geographic. I'm not, like, burning them. I'm just saying, now that there isn't that many left, now that there is a limited amount of them, I feel like I'm mourning the abundance. Because there used to be so many that they were a problem. Like, carrying them around from place to place.
I lied to you about how many I got rid of.
You didn't get rid of a ton? Or
There's
you got rid
still a lot of them.
Oh, really?
It's still a problem, actually.
Oh, well, okay.
They're just all in the shed.
Oh, well, I'll take some more.
If you want more, I have
I'll store some in the barn because I only have like 3 in my room right now.
I only gave you like 10. You wouldn't take very many.
Oh, it was a different time. I had less space to work with.
I did get rid of a lot of them. I sold a bunch of them to some of my friends. I think I donated some of them to DAP.
You know, I find myself feeling guilty every time I use them
because I feel like I'm just like ripping you off. Like I'm just making something, and then once I'm done with it, I look at it and I'm like, this looks like a Theo collage.
That's so unfair though, because everybody uses National Geographics to collage with.
Yeah, but having like a literal like treasure trove abundance of like antique like Nat Geos from 1908, rare. Like that's like
And they're free.
rare. That's rare to a point that I feel like most people wouldn't collage with them at all. They would just keep it.
That's true.
You're like cutting up antique publications, which I respect. I think that's a baller move because you're not like making like if you fucking were making dog shit and they all sucked, then it would be a tragedy. But you make nice stuff out of them.
Well, part of the reason that it's fine is because they all have moldy spines too.
Yeah, and
Like those should not stay.
They're ephemeral prints. And National I actually watched a mini documentary on YouTube about this, but National Geographic actually has, because they're a massive fucking institution or like company or whatever, they have an archive, like a physical warehouse archive of like every single photo
Wow.
that's been taken by National Geographic or owned by them, and ones that are also that were never even published.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like they're like those aren't what I'm trying to say. What did that guy just get fucking clapped?
I think he's fine. He just rolled so hard though that he was almost doing a headstand at one point.
Wow.
He rolled it off. He's good.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think any National Geographic items are in jeopardy of not existing anymore.
Oh, I don't either.
So.
The thing that I worry about is me not having access to them anymore, but I still have so many.
Yeah, because they're like you're not going to have that again. Like that'd be pretty hard to get.
But that's what I loved about Somerville though. I lived there for like, how long did I live in Somerville? A year and a half? No. Counting the other apartment I had, it was like 2 years. 3 years, maybe. 2 years. But the entire time I was there, more towards when I was in the Davis Square, Porter Square area, people just leave random shit like that out.
Sorry. Oh my god, I didn't mean to. I just spaced out.
You weren't even listening?
No, I was listening!
Dude!
But I
oh my
spaced
God.
out, like, when it was my turn to talk, I just had a thought instead of speaking. You never do that?
That wasn't the part.
And I burped.
But I was still speaking. That's what makes me mad, is when you interrupt me.
I thought you were done talking.
With a burp while
You
not
were-
listening.
You stopped talking.
I
It
was
silence.
literally still talking. I stopped because you burped. And then I looked at you. Play back the tape.
No!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, almost everybody that lives around there is like an artist or knows artists or is like arts community involved. So people leave shit like that out.
Yeah.
I got so many books and magazines and posters and shit just from the side of the road when I lived there. Or like antiques, pretty mirrors, like wingback chairs. Like the weirdest curb shit. Where I feel like there's a similar vibe in the rest of Boston, but like Alston, you get like IKEA furniture and like dormy stuff. Somerville, it's like sometimes really nice shit.
True. Hey, I hate to interrupt you or cut this short, but it's getting dark now.
You should go skate.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright. Fuck, maybe we'll turn this back on.
No, I'm done.
I'm sorry I interrupted your cool statement.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It's okay.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry. I was worried that it wasn't. I'm not being sarcastic. I actually was.
I love you.
I love you so much. I'm sorry that today was hard.
Sometimes it's just like that. I'm
I
sorry
love
too.
you.
I love
You're
you.
my best friend.
You're my best friend.
I don't want to make a podcast with anyone else.
Me neither.
I love you.
I don't want to be best friends with anybody else.
Me neither. So you better not be.
You better not be.
Fine.
Fine.
Just kidding. Alright, I guess we'll shut this off then.
Okay.
Alright.
Boston Art Podcast is an independent DIY production by Brian Huntress and Theodora Earthworms. The information contained in this episode represents the views and opinions of the original creators or our guests, and does not represent any institution, organization, or business. Find us on Instagram at Boston Art Podcast, and tune in for a new episode every Friday. Thank you for listening.